Hey Randall, so one of the really important use cases we've seen with generative AI today, sort of using in anger, if you will, is the use of assistants, especially by developers. AWS's example of that is CodeWhisperer. Can you tell us a little bit about that today?
Absolutely. AWS CodeWhisperer is an AI coding assistant. It's an AI code generator. Mm-hmm. The way that you can use it is you can, within a set of languages, you can say, hey, CodeWhisperer, from this doc string that I've just written, or from this method header that I've just written, I would like for you to generate the rest of the method. And it does this by leveraging transformers, the way that we've seen other large language models do, to predict what comes next. And it's surprisingly good at this. It's actually a significant efficiency gain as a developer, because it's like if you're doing a math test and you have a calculator, you don't have to do the arithmetic anymore. All you need to know is, oh, this is where this goes, this is where that goes, and it's like putting together pieces of Legos.
That makes sense, and I think we'll find that just as with math, you sort of start with learning the fundamentals first, and then sort of know how to use the calculator in the right way. It makes a big difference. I think you got an example, a demo set up for us. Maybe you want to run that through real quick for us.
Absolutely. Let me show you this. So here, all I want to do is I want to upload a file to S3, mm-hmm. And I want to create a method around that. So it's Python here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say import boto3, and then I'm just going to, you see all of these completions that are happening right now. Mm-hmm. It thinks, oh, maybe we're in a Lambda function. The first thing I'll do actually is I'll say, hey, create an S3 client, and then it will do that for me. Okay. You see that was the completion. And I actually don't want it to create a bucket. I want to use an existing bucket. So now I'll write a comment that'll just say, make a method that uploads a file to S3. And you'll see it even auto-completed the comment.
Wow.
And okay, it's upload file. And then maybe I'll start typing here. Boom, S3 upload file, da-da-da. And then maybe I can cycle through suggestions here, mm-hmm. and that will show me different things. You can even have it do more complicated things. Make a method that uploads a file to S3 with KMS keys.
Nice. Took the key, figured out the arguments that you need, probably.
Yeah. And so one of the things that I like about CodeWhisperer that sort of separates it from other AI code generators is that it will point you to different reference materials. Mm-hmm. So as you cycle through various suggestions, it will go through and say, hey, oh, this is this object, this is that object, this is how we got this material from. And this gives you a lot more security in the way that you're using your code, because you know where it's coming from and what it's referencing.
Yeah, that makes sense, because sometimes these large language models are coming up with stories, and you don't know where the information is coming from. It's good to know it's coming from a source of truth. The other thing to notice too is not necessarily any error handling around this. So it's not as if CodeWhisperer is going to completely replace, like we said earlier, the basic arithmetic, the understanding of what good software design looks like still relies on the practitioner that's working with CodeWhisperer, but they're accelerating their ability to deliver code and through the use of some of these shortcuts, if you will.
Absolutely, and it's getting better and better all the time. That's what I like about it is, first of all, CodeWhisperer is free by default. Mm-hmm. They have a paid version, a professional version that costs about $19 per user that allows you to set organizational policies. But even the free version works with all of these different languages, and you can go in and say, hey, you can iteratively put together the different subcomponents of a method or of a function or even of an entire program, and it will generate those on your behalf.
Well, it's nice because it's not a one-time generation. You're going to go back, you're going to be evolving your code over time, and CodeWhisperer is still going to help you when you need to add that feature or product request that you have from your team.
And like many AWS services, it just continues to get better over time. So the CodeWhisperer that we're using today could be 10 times better 2 years from now.
Fantastic. Let's go build.
Yeah, let's go build.